Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched 6 1/3 innings, allowing 1 run on 5 hits, which was that Dustin Fowler home run. Collected 8 strikeouts, but no decision in the game that the Red Sox did ultimately win. So, let's carry on. Alright, bullpen day. What do we got? 12.6 velocity would be fun. K per 9, hits per 9. I think that's got to be the one I go for here. Hits per 9 cap, maybe, I guess. Not really seeing it. Sure, let's go knock up that hits per 9 a little more. Gotta get it going. Keep those guys off base. Okay, looks like the next game for Jason will be against the Tampa Bay Rays in Fenway. Now, Jason has played against the Rays a grand total of 4 times before. He has a 1-1 record against them, a 3.12 ERA, and a 3.02 WOBA. So, you know, same kind of stuff we've been seeing from him before, but just got to keep it going, man. It's the start of the season still. It's still April. Let's get out there and get it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. 2 potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. Jason Parham gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
At the plate, Anthony Small. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Okay, first pitch for Jason in home, so let's get going. Oh, hang on, something's a little bit funny here. 1 second. Had my pitching settings to beginner for some reason.
Hey, come on now.
I must have been working on a sim game for Jeremy in one of his off-season
the other way to left center.
Whatchamacallits.
Sprinting after it.
Ah, boy. First
So
pitch of the game, and Anthony Small bloops himself into left center field and gets himself on base.
Just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
All right, so man on first, nobody out to start the game. Not the way Jason likes to do these, but we'll have to work with it.
Stepping in now, Bradford McGraw, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
McGraw is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Got a runner.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded
no way, man.
Like
not on changeup.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making
there goes that
double
play
opportunity.
opportunity.
Leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an
Anthony
impact
Small
from the
making himself something of a nuisance out here. Give that man a stolen base on the day. All right, let's keep going.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup or the curveball down.
Shins with no luck.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
Hey, let's go, kid. What time here?
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Cutter high, no swing, so it's a full count
so
here,
3-2.
Cutter inside is the call.
Plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at
hammers
times,
that cutter.
Have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside
was early
corner,
on it,
outside
so
corner.
let's try, perhaps.
Yeah, but
A little slider down and away. on that showtime. See if he'll get a swing on it. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss on
Bradford
the slider,
McGraw
and
goes
that's out
down
number
on
one.
strikes.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands
First out of the game.
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
So striding in, Devin Travis. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Okay.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a
Strike one
fastball
called
on
on
the
that
inside
two-seamer
corner.
down.
Small leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that
Down
guy
the
that we
lane,
just sent
0-1.
down on strikes, Bradford McGraw, is somebody that we faced way back in our San Antonio days. I think if my records are correct, he was on the Midland Rockhounds.
The
Have to go
1-1
back
pitch.
and double check that.
Pop high in the air.
Pop up to
Mondesi
second
falls
base,
for
and
it.
Tony Kemp's out there to pull it in.
And that's the second out of the inning.
That'll be out number 2. That's not Tony Kemp. That is Raul Mondesi.
Digging in, Will Swift. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Will Swift.
Hey, come on, big dog, stay high.
Okay. Two-seamer down is the call again.
We got 2 down now, 2 down.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls.
Goes
and a
swinging for
strike
one
to
just
count.
outside the zone. Strike 1.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Taps the changeup down for strike 2.
Come on, stay hot up there.
He's
Let's
late
go.
on it, so the call is now for high outside fastball.
Hey, get big for us right
Get
here.
it close to the zone if we dare.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Not quite. Next one, same spot, a little closer. Still taps that two-seamer outside, late on it. So let's go inside with that cutter. Maybe rattle his cage a little bit.
To 2 balls
Switches
and 2
at it.
strikes now.
No one better. Keep it rolling. Here we go.
He was late on it, but try to change up low and away now.
Waved
Swing and a
at
miss
missed
on
for
one
the
well
third out.
outside, and
Not
that'll
much
end the
of a
inning.
chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top.
Okay, still no runs across from Boston in the bottom of the first, so we're still tied going into the top of the second.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Blake Swihart's having me pitch him backwards here,
Now it's 2-0.
but we get 2 balls we get 2 balls for our efforts here.
The 2-0 on the
So
way.
two-seamer inside,
A little bouncer, but it's foul. Strike
taps
1.
one on the corner for the first strike.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after
Swing and a
one of these
miss on
guys.
that
Full count to the
curveball
Rays
inside
center
corner.
fielder.
Hey, here we go, kid.
So, what do we think? Curveball, fastball, changeup, fastball, curveball.
Big guy.
How about we mix things up with a slider? And go ahead and put it on the inside pocket, too. Try to get it in under his hands.
On the ground.
Little grounder over to Rafael Devers.
And he is in there.
Oh, and I'm not sure if that was a bad throw from Devers or a bad catch from Vogelbach, but
no question.
they're going to say he threw it low, so
air there. Looked like the first
man on
baseman
first
couldn't
as a result of
decide
that
which way
error.
to turn the glove, and by the time he decided,
oh,
it was
that's
too
right
late.
off of
Runner on
Dan
board with the
Vogelbach's
error.
glove. I don't know that I'd buy that.
Here's Miguel Sano hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
That one is going to be right into the gap into right field, so Miguel Sano gets himself on base with the first pitch. Men on first and second.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front
With
shoulder
no
tucked,
one away.
the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Here's C.J. Crone now.
That one, though, also right past Dan Vogelbach. They're going to hold the runner at third, and that'll be bases loaded here. Nobody away.
Now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself. That you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat.
First
Pass
pitch.
the baton and keep the line
Curveball down for ball one.
Gotta hold him.
Next calls for a circle change down.
Now the 1-0 misses for
No
the
swing
second
on that
ball.
either.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Hit fairly
This is
well
going to be a
out towards
sac
straightaway
fly
center.
for Max Kepler
Mantra
here.
moves over. He's there to make the catch.
Gonna drop
and here
one
comes the
in.
runner from
Jackie
third
Bradley
as this
Jr.
should
gets
put him on the
one
board.
in
And
center
he will
field for the
score on
first
the
out,
sacrifice
but
fly as he's in with our
it's
first
going to be Kevin
tally of the
Kiermaier
ballgame.
coming home for a
Man,
run.
this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Standing in, Bryce Baroa. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ready with the
So
first pitch.
Tampa
Here it
Bay
comes.
up 1-0 after that sacrifice
Slow
fly for
breaking
Max
ball.
Kepler.
Misses down low.
Bryce Baroa at the plate.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a
just
miss on
behind
that
a lively
two-seamer
fastball.
inside for a 1-1
Sano
count.
over at second. Crone at first. One gone.
Right, two-seamer down.
One and
Swing and a
two
miss.
count to
Got
the
one
Rays
right past him
catcher.
there.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Looked like
Swing and a
cut
miss.
fastball there, and he got him to swing
That's a
through it
strikeout
the
for
second
Bryce
out.
Baroa on that cut on
Well,
that
his
cutter
struggles
away.
continue.
That'll be
It's been a
2
rough
down.
go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Okay, so that'll bring back Anthony Small, top of the order.
Standing in now, Anthony Small. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Nothing doing
Twos
there.
all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
Now a
No
circle
swing, and
change,
that'll
but he
be 2
takes it
balls.
low, ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's
Curveball.
gotta throw a strike
Hung a little
right
bit,
here.
but it's in the
2-1
zone for a
to the
change,
Rays
and that's
leadoff
strike
batter.
1.
Hey, one time right now.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Sprays off
2
that
and 2
cutter
to count.
outside, and that's late. So how about two-seamer down and away?
You got 2. 2 down.
And
Swing and a miss on one
strikeout
down,
there.
and that'll
They'll
end
leave
the
a
inning
couple
with only
runners
the
on
1
base,
run
and after a
allowed.
good start to the inning. They can't capitalize any further. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Tampa Bay leads this one 1-0.
Pretty sure that's not going to be an earned run, though, because Kevin Kiermaier got on base due to that error.
McGraw. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Boston cannot answer in their bottom of the second, so it's still Tampa Bay up 1-0 going into the third.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
Cutter over the inside corner. Gets a strike.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The wind
So
up
here's a
and
two-seamer
the
top
0-1.
inside corner. No swing. That's ball
Just a
one.
bit up.
Get your pitch, drive it right here.
How about a curveball? How do you feel about that?
Takes a good
Hits the
curveball
corner. These
to the
guys are not
knees.
swinging it dang
Hey,
near
I watched
anything.
Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip.
Ready on 1
All
and
right,
2.
cutter outside, top corner. Swinging a miss on one
And missed.
high out of the zone, and
Strikeouts
that'll
now,
be
and
strike
that's your first out of the
3,
inning.
and the first out of the inning. Jason already working 5
Ready for another
strikeouts
chance?
this early in the
Devin
game.
Travis. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball. Bases are
Bouncer.
empty, 1 man out.
Try to change up next. No
He's
swing.
inside, and he
No
falls behind
swings
the
from
hitter,
these
now 2-0.
guys.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Cutter right on the
3-0 to
black
him now.
gets no love from the ump, and now it's a 3-0 count. Let's try a changeup.
Swing and a liner.
And he gets
And that
that one
lines
out
an
into
outfield
right
grass.
field.
It's a base
Randall
hit.
Romero's out there to pull it in. And that'll be man on first.
Not everyone feels
one
comfortable
away.
pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
Now batting, designated hitter, Will Swift.
Into the box, Will Swift. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Going to have to be a little more
Will's a
aggressive
strikeout
here,
victim
I
in his
think,
first
because
try.
these guys are not swinging it a heck of a lot.
On a rope to the
That
second
one's right at
baseman.
Raul
And the runner
Mondesi.
gets back, no double
So
play.
that'll be out number 2. Frozen rope right at Raul Mondesi out there at second.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now, Kevin Kiermaier.
Swing and a
He'll
miss
try to
at
hold
that
back on the
cutter
swing, but he
inside,
went
and that's
around
strike
for the
1.
first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there's ball 1.
12-6 on the black.
It could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably
Grounder
becomes
straight up the middle for
biggest
Kevin
of the at-bat.
Kiermaier. That'll be an
And that's
honest
through
base
for
hit
a
for
hit.
him. Now we got men on first and
Nice
second with 2
execution right
away.
there, Dan kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. High in the air down
That's
the
a
right field
pop-up
line.
out to right
On the move is
field.
Queen.
Randall Romero's out there to
He
pull it
makes the
in, and
catch.
that'll
What a play on
prevent
the
any
run
more
to
damage
end the
today.
inning. Rays strand a
Still
pair,
1-0
but
though.
they hold a 1-0 lead.
The Phantom Fist is angry.
Digging in, C.J. Cron as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman number 44.
Boston still no answer for the Tampa Bay pitching. Still 1-0 going into the top of the 4th.
This one's down
That
to
one's
third.
right over at Rafael
Devers has it.
Devers.
Throw to first
Throw
in
across
time,
diamond.
1 gone here in
Gets
the
it to
4th.
Dan Vogelbach, and that'll be the first one out.
Standing in, Max Kepler.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Here it comes.
Try a curveball outside. First pitch.
And a ball.
Missed the
1-0.
zone.
Kepler, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest
Circle
with you. I know
change
he
not
wants to turn
finding
it up
the
a little
zone,
bit,
so it's
though,
2-0.
as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And that's over.
Two-seamer up at 95. That
Well,
gets a
that's
strike.
for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
This one's flared off to the right side.
That one's going to bloop into
In
right
there, a base
field,
hit.
and that'll be Max Kepler on base with a hit. One
After
out.
that base
Man
knock
on
right
first.
there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Bryce Baroa
Sliders
comes on
the
with
call.
one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. On the ground.
Grounder over to
base.
second.
This could
Raul
be
Mondesi
two.
gets it over
Second
to
for one.
Adam
The relay
Frazier.
not in time as he
It's going to be a
makes the
fielder's
throw by
choice,
a
but
step.
not a double play.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Anthony Small. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a
Just
look
keep
over
him
to
honest
first,
over there.
And the runner will get back
I have
standing.
the wrong pitch selected.
Down now, here we go. Hey, play the first.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike
Sprays
one to
off
start
that
the
two-seamer
at-bat.
down. Strike one.
Be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Swing and a
Looks
miss
like
on
he
that cutter
swung it
inside.
Underwater that time for strike two.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
And
And
swing
a
on that
neck-high
two-seamer up.
fastball that time.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Sprays
Pitch
off
rides in
that
on him here as this is
slider
popping
there
toward the left side of the
towards
infield.
Rafael
One
Devers,
left
and that'll
for
end the inning.
Tampa, but they're up 1-0. Ready once again, Bradford McGraw. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Boston still got nothing going on today.
First pitch of the at-bat.
See if we
on
can't
its
raise
way.
our sights with this curveball a little
Here's
bit.
for the
No, we
breaking
cannot
ball.
apparently. Not even with a really good one. Maybe that ump just does not like the curveball.
No one down here.
That missed.
Ugh.
Close. It's ball two.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Getting no
Popped him up.
favors from the umpire
Swihart is
today.
there. But
Jason
it's
gonna
the
pull in that
pitcher
nice little
makes the
pop-up.
play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Bradford, Bradford
Now to the
McGraw,
plate, Devin Travis.
avoids
1
an
for 2 on his line
ignominious
so far in the game.
sombrero today. But he's still the first out of the inning.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got
That's
the
a bit of
call
a
there on
makeup
the
call.
pitch inside. It's 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That's low, but called to strike anyway.
Ump's feeling bad for me now.
These are the
Giving me
at-bats
everything
that
on
can
these
just
fastballs.
flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
Let's drop this slider down and outside the zone, see if Devin Travis can make his way to it.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to
Yeah,
Devin
no
Travis.
swing.
1 out, nobody on.
It's kind of what I expected, honestly, but no. You got to try, right?
Hey, get your pitch and drive it.
And a
No
change
swing
up
on
here,
that
but that's
real
taken
kind of
low in
not
the dirt
very
for a
good
ball.
changeup.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Let's try another one.
Right side.
Taps it over to second base. Raul Mondesi gets it
And
over
that's
to
the second
first. Dan Vogelbach makes the out. That'll be 2 away.
Digging in now, Will Swift.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Will Swift.
First pitch coming.
Cut her
Here
down.
it
This
is.
first call.
Late
Swing and a
that time
miss.
for a strike.
Late on it. Two-seamer inside off the plate. Let's try it.
And
a swing on that one,
as this one's hit on the
unsurprisingly.
hands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Change up inside.
And that
Can't
one
hit the
stays
zone
too
with
low,
it.
apparently.
Got nothing going with those off-speed pitches right now.
He's falling
Yep.
behind now.
No, it's
3-1.
basically cutter or bust
He's had
right now.
command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Okay,
Fouled away.
two-seamer, or excuse me, cutter, top inside corner. He gets a swing and a miss, or
Let her rip, let her rip.
it gets, you know, a thing happened. I don't know. It's late. I'm tired. Try a slider outside. Taps it.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
It's going to be
Another
bad.
payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field.
Pop up to
Calling
center
for it,
field.
Mata.
Jackie Bradley Jr., I think.
And the
Maybe
inning
not.
is over.
Who is that?
So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up.
Mikey
It's the
Mata,
Rays
more
1
likely.
and the Red Sox nothing. Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Boston's still got nothing going on here, going through 5 innings with no
Ready
runs
to deliver.
across.
Here's the first pitch. Thought he
So
had the
Tampa's
inside corner
pitching
that
has
time,
done
but it
the
missed
job
ball
today.
one. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most
Yeah, a
certainly
little
did. It's a ball
half-hearted
and a strike.
swing there for the first strike.
No one down here.
Let's try a curveball and hope it doesn't drop out.
And it's a ball and 2
Ooh,
strikes
hung
to
up
Kiermaier
there.
now.
Or got my wish
I know
on
to the
that
fans
one,
that
but
probably looked like something good to
kind
hit.
of a bad spot
But unless
for
you're
it.
sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And he got him.
And he just kind of watches that one pass right over the plate, and that'll be strike 3, fella. Have a seat and get
That's
comfortable.
6 to this point, so he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Hey, nice and patient. 8 yards.
Now batting, third baseman,
Here's Miguel Sano.
Sano.
Slider first
As
pitch,
he'll go
swing and a
after the first
miss.
pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Plays that first here.
Early on it, and the calls for another changeup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to
Swats
third.
that one out
And that
into
finds
left
its way
field.
through for a base hit.
Andrew Benintendi's on it, so Miguel
Hey, they
Sano
weren't going
holds,
to keep this guy
holds up
down
at
for long.
first.
That's the ebbs and flows
Still
of
a
the
base
baseball
hit.
season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Striding into the box, C.J. Cron. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes.
No swing on the curveball. No surprise, really.
Liner towards
Swatted
second.
out there
He
to Raul
ties. He
Mondesi.
makes
Gets the
the
second
catch.
out on
Well
that nice
done.
little liner.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Now batting, right fielder,
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
Swing and a miss
He'll
on
get
that
caught
cutter
chasing a
inside.
bad one there. It's strike 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. He's set. Here's the
Try
0-1.
change up outside.
Good
Can't
changeup
hit
that
the
time, but he
zone.
wouldn't bite on it.
I like that they went
Not
away with
swinging
that
at
pitch
it,
right
so
there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious.
That one is going to head right out there to left field, and that'll be another base hit for Max Kepler, who's made contact with the ball all 3 at bats.
Another multi-hit game for this guy.
2 hits and a sac fly to his name so far today.
Nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The catcher, number 28, Bryce Baroa.
Into the box now, Bryce Baroa.
Slider stays down for the first ball.
0 for 2 from him so
Jason
far
at 90 pitches going into the, through the top of the 6th. Got to imagine that his day's about done.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Takes a swat at a cutter down. Dan Vogelbach is going to race it to the bag, and he's going to make it in time to put out Bryce Baroa for the 3rd out. So Jason's still on the hook for the loss after 6 innings. We'll see if Boston can get anything going, but with only 1 hit on the board, doesn't seem likely.
Juan Escobar is on to pitch.
And in fact, they are going to swap out Jason going into the top of the 7th. So it'll just be anybody's guess whether or not Boston can get hot today or not. Otherwise, it's going to be another loss for Jason today. Guess we'll find out how this one turns out. Survey says.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road.
Well, Jason came out and did the job he needed to do. He pitched for 6 innings, allowing only 1 run on 8 hits, collecting 6 strikeouts, but because of a fantastic performance by Rays pitcher Anthony Banda, collects the loss. He goes to 2-2 on the season, and he goes to 48 and 34 in his career. His ERA has gone to 3.05, his FIP is at 3.03, and his xFIP is at 3.23. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.